Hey guys, so today we're doing another league of Boros Energy and Legacy to prepare for the upcoming 1K. I got some feedback. A local really good Legacy player suggested that I play Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, instead of Sand Scout, so that's what we're going to do today. Goodbye, Sand Scout. Um, this card really helps with the combo matchups, really slows them down, lets us do our thing better. So I also heard that I should do a deck tech. So we have 24 lands. There are some notable ones. Caracas just locks out Reanimator, and it's also very good against Dimir Tempo. It stops their Tameo from ever really doing anything. Lazatep Quarry is a sack outlet for our Ajani, which we'll get to later. But you can also sacrifice it to make a 4/4 copy of some of your creatures from the graveyard later in the game, which is pretty powerful as well. Wasteland doesn't really count as a land; it more counts as a spell. But it's just it's really good if we can play a 1-drop like an Ocelot Bride, which makes tokens if you gain life, and then we can use the Wasteland to stop our opponent from playing Magic, and then we can hit them with this, and then this will snowball and kill them. Guide of Souls. Whenever creatures gain life or enter, we gain life and an energy. And then whenever we attack, we can pay 3 energy, put 2/1/1 counters on an attacking creature, and it becomes an angel, and it gets a flying counter. So Ocelot Pride plus Guide of Souls is kind of a combo. Here's our removal. We've got Static Prison and Swords to Plowshares. Hexing Squelcher is just protection from like the counterspell decks. Goblin Bombardment is a combo with a Johnny because it enters and it makes a cat, and then whenever another cat you control dies, it flips into a very powerful Planeswalker. Voice of Victory is more insurance against counterspell decks, and then Thalia is for the combo decks. And this card is something I saw and I'm trying out. It just kills them pretty fast, hopefully. Amped Raptor it's any card in our deck along with a 1/2 first strike. Anyway, moving on to the sideboard. Deafening Silence is combo hate. Surgical Extraction is graveyard hate. Abrade, just it's a kill spell that deals with artifacts as well. Price of Progress is for like the greedy 4 or 5 color piles. Null Rod is for anything doing stuff with artifacts like shops or whatever. And then the One Ring is for any like slower or more mid-range matchups. All right. So there's the deck tech. And again, I'm just playing this deck to try to prepare for an upcoming Legacy 1K. So let's see how Thalia tests. I hope it's pretty good. So yeah, the last league we went 3-2. We lost to Reanimator and Mono Red Prison, which is unfortunate, but I think both of the matchups were winnable, but I don't know. It was hard. All right. Motown 4. Yep, this looks good. We have early pressure and then removal. A lot of removal. Mold a 6. Now, the difference between Mardu and Boros is that Mardu gets access to a lot of hand disruption, which Boros gets none of, but also Mardu's mana base is a lot worse, so you can't play cards like Sunbait Cannon. It's weird. I like Boros better, it's just more consistent, I think. And you can tech it for the combo matchups. Seasoned Engineer. Okay, so this is probably Selesnya Initiative, which is not... Yeah. Okay, so I can static prison this and then take the initiative with the cat. Wow. That was very good. Do I ever take the planes? They can't season dungeon here. No, that's stupid. Alright, Ticklia for 1. Planes. So they're probably going to go planes, season dungeoneer here. Alright, so let's surveil. We want this. Alright, so we go Voice of Victory. Yield through this turn. Swing for 2. So next turn we get to go Guide of Souls and then swing with Voice and wait. Good target. Trap. Okay. Alright, so that should put them dead on board. Ticklia for a lot. Ticklia for 8. Okay. There we go. So I'm thinking we want a Braid for the Seasoned Dungeoneer because it's a 3/3, right? And then Thalia doesn't seem to be very good here. I feel pretty confident in my ability to take the initiative from them. I don't think I need Hexing Squelcher. I think I can bring in the One Rings, and I can trim on a Voice. Voice is pretty good at taking the initiative. Trim that. All right. Yep, this hand looks good. It's going to be hard for me to take the initiative turn 1, but... Okay, so they have a turn 1 Seasoned Dungeoneer. Oh, it is a 3/4, okay. That's not good for me. Yeah, being on the draw here is really awkward. I think I'm just going to fetch a Plateau and then play this to set up for taking the initiative next turn. Oof. A 6/7 with protection from creatures. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, we get to take the initiative here. Get a basic planes. I think I can beat this card. That one doesn't really do anything. This card is an issue. cannot block because it is 7/8 with protection from creatures. Yeah, so we're down to 2. Ugh, don't like that. Ugh, man, this feels rough, but I have to kill this one. I needed to hit a kill spell off of that. Or actually, I can just send in with both of these goons. So he gets to kill my Ocelot Pride, but we go to 3, and then we get to forage on our first striking creature. Okay, so this isn't too terrible. I just need to Wasteland next turn. I can just blow up his Ancient Tomb, and then he can't cast anything, really. And hopefully he just does not have another Seasoned Dungeoneer, because if he plays that, he swings, I die. Unfortunately. I mean, maybe I don't want the One Ring against him, but like none of these cards really do much. Yeah. Okay, if they're playing the One Ring, then I should be probably playing the One Ring. But I get to Wasteland his Ancient Tomb and set his mana behind a lot, so. Wow. So he must have stone cold nothing then. Alright, put you to 12. Oh my gosh. They have protection from everything. I can't target them. Okay, well, that would have worked in paper, I think. Oops. That was ridiculous. Yeah, I think I can keep this. Typically, in at least Modern, I don't know about Legacy, but the rule is if you've 4 1-drops with energy, you can most likely keep the hand. Especially when your 1-drops are Guide, Pride, Double Kill Spell. That seems pretty good to me. And if they get the initiative, then I can get a land with this. Thalia for 1. Huh. I wonder what they have. Turn 2. Oof. I was hoping they would be on an initiative draw here. Okay, well, I can't even gain any life, so there's no point in attacking. I can't fly anything either. I can beat this, though. Their deck is just, like, full of air. I hope they just play an initiative card, and then I can Swords it on their turn, and then swing, get a land, Amped Raptor. And also, maybe me being stuck on 1 land is, like, stopping them from playing their initiative cards, but I don't know how they win without the initiative, so. Hey, you're good, Beast. Crow mocks it away. So they have 2 mana, 3 mana, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They might play 2 if they have another dual land. Yep, that's fine. No response. Reveals planes. Okay. Yeah, so they have another City of Traders. So they have 2 big creatures. Maybe I should have let them put that trigger on the stack. Oops. Alright, land. Yeah, missing land drops for that long is kind of rough, but I think we're still pretty in this game as long as they don't have like a Wrath or something, but I don't see why they would. Two mana. 4 mana. Another ring. Okay, an Ancient Tomb. Yeah, that is an issue, because now I can't take it back. Alright, come on, 1 ring. Oh, dang it. Yeah, so this was what I was talking about earlier with the Guide Pride. They can still do their like insane legacy value engine and still lose to like a bunch of creatures. Especially if I bombardment this next turn. Whew. As long as they don't have another 1 ring, I think we're fine. Because I can, if I draw land, I think I just win on the spot. Because I can go a Johnny bombardment, dome you for 1 billion, and then swing for lethal, super lethal. And they can't really do much about it. But let's see what happens, I guess. Caves of Chaos Adventurer. Huh. So they are playing this card too. They have a 6/7 Seasoned Engineer. They get a mountain. Chromox. Draw a bombardment, please. Or a land, please. Oh my gosh. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures. Okay. Meet your... Good game, opponent. Oops. How did that happen, bro? Alright. Well, Guide Pride carried us to victory, as it does a lot of the time, but that's why we play the deck. Oh, yeah. Student Anselmus. Huh. Okay. You're on the draw. I feel like this deck could really benefit from Ragavan, because like hands like this, Wasteland would be so much stronger if we just like had a Ragavan instead of a Voice of Victory or something, but I digress. Alright. Undercity Sewers. Okay, so I hope it's Dimir Tempo and not the combo deck. Doomsday. I do have the Caracas if it's Reanimator, and I have the swords for Reanimator as well. I just can't beat Doomsday with this hand. Sideboard. LED. Okay, it's probably Doomsday. No, it's not Doomsday. Is this the Epic Storm? I don't think the Epic Storm would just play out their LEDs like that, though. Okay. It could be the Epic Storm, though. Yeah. Weird. Maybe it's Adnan's Storm? I'm not quite sure. I don't think Voice of Victory is going to cut it against them, though. Mox Opal, yep. Don't need that. One turn too late, bucko. Alright. So post board we can bring in 4 Deafening Silences and a Null Rod. And that should just completely shut them down, but you never know. And Thalia main board should be pretty good against them too. Let's see if we can resolve that off the top. Oh, nope. I'm a chud, I'm a chud, I'm a little chud. Alright. There's that. There's an Ocelot Pride. Your move, opponent. Tickle you for 3. They don't have enough something to combo off yet. I stacked the triggers wrong. That's my bad. Sorry, guys. I mean, I don't think it matters. They're not dead this turn anyway. Stack the triggers properly this time. I don't know why they needed to fire off Veil of Summer first. Okay. Is it a Cabal ritual here? They are one short of turning that on. Tendrils. Okay. Sure, man. Yes, that is very effective, Beast. The value tendrils. So they're just hoping to top deck an LED, I guess. Your cooked Beast. I shouldn't have played that. I'm a chud. Holy! Yeah, that was a punt playing the Ocelot Pride. The Tickle Monster strikes again. Okay. His deck didn't really do anything, but we get to bring in these, and we get to cut the Hexing Squelchers, because they don't really do much. And the Sword Splashers don't do anything. I guess I can bring in the Braids, too. Because I don't really need Voice. Alright. The deck is working beautifully so far. I don't know how we beat that. I thought when that last opponent played the turn 2 One Ring against me, I just lost on the spot. But, no, we managed to get there with Guide Pride and 1 land for 3 turns. It's pretty funny. I think we're going to have to join the opponent on the mulligan here. Yeah, this looks good. I'll keep this. I like a Parlor. Mold of 5. Yeah, so this is most likely the Epic Storm. So they're thinking about their mulligan. Ideally here, we just get to go turn 1 Wasteland, blow up your land, and then turn 2 Wasteland, blow up another land, and then after that, they have no mana, and then I can just static prison a mana rock, hopefully, and then they're just cooked. But it's probably not going to happen like that. They are probably just going to mold a 2 and then play LED Echo on turn 1, and then just like win the game off their new 7. If I had to guess. Alright, so they just jam LED. No land. That's not a good idea. Here's a static prison. Did they just concede off of this? No. This was a good draw. Okay. Alright, cool opponent. No response. Guide of Souls. Holy. I'm surprised they don't just concede here. I would just concede. Whatever. So next turn I get to go a Johnny. And then the turn after, maybe I'll go Pride actually. It doesn't matter. Okay. So we drew the land. That's good. So now I can fetch a Plateau. Plateau. And then I can go Pride. No response. Oh. They weren't going to be happy when I played Deafening Silence. Okay, well, 2-0. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going the rest of the way. All right, we found our next victim. Comrade. 13-12. This hand sucks. This hand is beautiful. Turn 1, Ocelot Pride. Turn 2, depending on the deck, Thalia or Squelcher. Keep this, bottom of the mountain. Okay. Mox. Huh. Okay. Come on there. This is oops. Elvish Spirit Guide. Lively Dirge. Okay, so it is oops. Yes, they win. So those don't do anything. I guess I could bring in a braid too. Squelcher and Voice of Victory. And Auge Instigator. Okay. Alright, cool opponent. Let's pray that we could just get these next two, because besides a turn 1 Deafening Silence on the play, on the draw, I have no idea how we're supposed to beat Oops, actually. They just mulligan to Oblivion. That's how we beat Oops, I think. I don't know. I don't feel like Oops is, like, a fun deck to play. Like, it's cool that the deck got figured out, but once people figured it out, it just seems like if I was playing that same deck for, like, a year, that would be so mind-numbing. I don't know. There's no intricate lines, I feel like. You just do your thing, and then you win, or you don't do your thing and you lose. If only it weren't tapped. I think I have to keep this, though. Bin and a braid. No. Bin a Static Prism. They kept their 7, which probably means I just lose on the spot. But they could also just go tap, land, pass. Pretty please. Please. Land, go. Please. Land. Oh God. Okay, well. Okay. Sure, man. Okay. They don't see a Thoracle here, though. Yeah, I don't see a Thoracle. Oh, they target themselves, Damning Thassa's Oracle. Okay, sure. Yeah, you got it. Alright, so we're 2-1. Let's see if we can get the 4-1. Oops is a pretty unfortunate matchup. We can't really do much game 1 besides hope their deck like explodes on them. And then post board, it was a good hand. We just had the tap land, and because of that we lost. So it's okay though. Chet Manley. Okay. Yes. It's a beautiful hand. Son. I shall deploy the Tickle Monster. Alright. Bayou. Okay. Nick Fit. Holy cinema. Alright, well, I am going to try to stop you from doing this thing. There's a Lazatep Quarry. The Thalia. And then ideally I can go Hexing Squelcher, Wasteland, blow up your Bayou. What you got? Black Mana and Eye Twitch? Low-key, Nick Fit with Eye Twitch is kind of awesome. Yeah. They only have one land. Sorry, opponent. No attacks. Next turn I can play this Hexing Squelcher and then fly my Thalia, probably. Okay. They did draw another land. Draw for turn. Beautiful draw. I will play that. Alright, so what do they get here? They could get the Desperate Plea or whatever. That costs 3 mana. Yeah, Desperate Plea. I mean, Ruinous Waterbending is pretty good against me. Still no second land draw. They get to discard their sack outlet here. Yeah, the Cabal Therapy. I think they lose. Post-ward, we can bring in 1-rings, and that should just mukbang them. Alright, target me. Yes. I don't think anything can really save them at this point. I mean, if they go land drop Ruinous Waterbending, that could be pretty good, but, like, still. I don't know. Alright, Beast. Another Veteran Explorer, okay. Okay. He realized he couldn't beat this on board. True. Okay. So bring in the 1-rings. Cut the Hexing Squelcher. Probably cut 1 Voice, 1 Thalia. Okay. Yeah, this looks like a reasonable land to keep. They mold a 6. Alright, Twitch. I might just static prison that so he can't kill it. Okay. I'm gonna do it. And I will get a land to thin the deck. Put it in the chamber. Wow, another one-lander for my opponent. Yes. Lag. Did they accidentally skip through their turn? Sorry, beast. I don't need this. Yes. So we're going to thin the deck more. On second shot, I thought I probably should not be fetching basics against the deck that plays Veteran Explorer, huh? Oops. Get in the chamber. And then I need to remember to not fly this guy to souls because then they get both their things back and it's GG's. Okay, so okay. No. And now every turn after this I can just fly with the voice. Or get the energy back with the voice for these static prisons. Another swamp. Maybe they've got a Bargoyf? No. Yields all. Here's an Ajani. And then we get to Legend Rule the Ajanis. Keep this one. Oh, what? You can't beat a flipped Ajani? Alright, so we're 3-1. So we're at least positive this league. Positive win rate. Bare minimum, we got 60% win rate. Let's try to get the 80%, but if we can't, that's all good. I can't believe we lost to Oops, bro. That's so embarrassing. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Alright. Yep, this hand looks really strong. We are unfortunately on the draw, but that's okay. Once Upon a Time, okay, that's a good sign for us. I like playing against the Once Upon a Time decks. Because most of the time I can just sideboard into the One Ring and then nuke him. View dungeon information. Guy's Cradle. Okay, so this is probably Cradle Control, I would have to guess. I'm going to start with an Ocelot Bride, and then I'm going to next turn Wasteland, and then Wasteland their Guy's Cradle that they're probably going to play, and then Static Prison the birds. That's my plan. So right now, they're got 3 mana, which is 1 mana short of doing the Nature's Lore thing. So they do play their Guy's Cradle. Why do the Reliquary? That has to go. Two mana. Ignoble Hierarch. So they have another 1-drop creature. Alright, so I can put this in the static prison and then wasteland their Gaia's Cradle. Alright, they go tank on their 1 green mana. You know, what you got? Crop Rot, I guess? That would be bad. Yeah, that'd be really bad, actually. Alrighty, opponent. 1 green mana. Green Suns for 0. Alright. Well. Put it in the chamber. And then kill that. And then I will swing for 1 with my cat. And if they double block, I could just first strike kill their Dryad Arbor, and then Iggy is a 0/1. They saw the line, chat. No blocks. Dang it. Dang it. Alright, so also, because of Caracas, I'm not really super scared of anything that they're doing with, what's the card called? Wasteland. Yes, bro. That is very good. With Natural Order. So they can Natural Order an Atraxa, and I just go Caracas, put it back in your hand. They do get to draw, like, a few cards, which is sad, but looks like they're out of gas after I got rid of the white. Amped Raptor. Yeah, Thalia does seem a lot better than Sand Scout. Like, just having a first strike is also important. The Chud of Victory emerges. Okay. Do I swing? Probably not. They need their mana because they are not wastelanding my Lazotep Quarry. Maybe they have a... Maybe they have an Atraxa in hand? Oh. Okay. Okay, so they have like a nothing burger. They are lucky that they decided to kill my Lazotep Quarry. Or they are right to kill my Lazotep Quarry, because then I get to untap and a Johnny them and then sack it. And then I just win, because I can kill this thing. So yes, I would like to pay for that. I think I'm just supposed to fetch a basic plains here. And then play in a Johnny. Do not know what they're thinking about. Combat. So they can kill my Ocelot Pride, but then I get to flip a Johnny and I can zero it to kill. I don't know. We'll see. So I don't gain any life. That's a problem. It's a problemo. Aw, that's very sad, actually. And now they're gonna get the Chud of the Reliquary back. Yeah, having to fetch basic plains there is kind of unfortunate. So they play their land for turn. What's my best draw here? Probably probably just like a swords to kill their static prison. Or a Lazatip Quarry that also kills static prison. They drew something. 3 mana. 4 mana. Natural order? One hell of a top deck. Alright, Beast, just play the natural order. Come on, I know you got it. Yes. So they sack Iggy, which seems wrong. Crater Hoof. Okay. I thought it was just going to be a Traxa, bro. So I chump here. I take 9. Super dead. Okay. Alright, opponent. Sounds good. What do I want against them? This card, probably. Don't really think Hexing Swelter does anything. And then the Chud of Victory is still probably pretty good. I can trim on Thalia and trim down to 1 Thalia. Because Thalia plus the One Ring is also kind of like a nombo. I don't really want Thalia out if I have a One Ring in hand. Oh my god, that was unfortunate. I thought they were just going to play a Traxa and then just like get some value and I could untap and bounce the Atraxa and then just like win, but lethal off of the top deck natural order. Okay, cool. Thank you, opponent. Alright, opponent. It cannot be that hard to sideboard against me. I am playing red-white weenie pile. Oh, yeah, this looks good. Johnny Bombardment. It'll work wonders. So I got turn 1 guide off of my planes. Here's a Guide of Souls. And then next turn I can go a Johnny, and then next turn I can go Bombardment, and then they lose. Wooded Foothills, crack, okay. Bayou, birds, okay. If I draw a kill spell, I'll probably, That's good, 2. Alright. Turn 2. This turn I get to wasteland them and play a Goblin Bombardment, and that holy, this is going to be a beautiful turn. So wasteland, blow up Guy's Cradle. Do they have an endurance? Yeah. Okay, that is fine. That is A-okay with me. So I blow up their Guy's Cradle. And then here is a Goblin Bombardment. I will throw this cat, your bird. Yield to all. Yes. 0 a Johnny. Kill the other bird. Pass the turn. Because if they have like a kill spell, I want to be able to keep a Johnny alive, because a Johnny matters more than either of these two creatures alone. So I throw the cat under the bus here, and then I get to sack it to shoot you in the face for 1. White of the Reliquary. It's a 4/4. Okay. I will happily trade my voice of victory for your endurance here. Or for a Johnny, I guess. Did I forget to play a land that turn? Oh my god, I'm such a chud. I am such a chud. Wow, that's incredible, actually. Badgermole Cub. Wait until I upkeep, throw something at the land, and then they're just like super duper cooked. Okay. Here's the Chud of Victory. He hits the stack. I don't even need to wasteland them. I just 0 here. Nuke the Badgermole Chud. Yield to all. Combat. Declare attackers. Tickle you for 5. Yes. And then their upkeep. I just get to do this. Which is pretty wholesome. And now they're stuck with a tapped land. Okay. Okay. They have a once up. They're gonna spend their whole turn playing Once Upon a Time. Okay. Game 3 for all the marbles. I mean, ideally, I remember to play my lands this time, but you know, it's chill. Huh. Okay, well, I have Guide plus Pride and 2 kill spells, so it looks like I will keep my hand. They also keep their 7. Windswept Teeth, okay. I have a feeling I should just, like, kill the Dryad Arbor, but I need to start applying pressure, I think, so let's start off with the Plains and an Ocelot Pride. Surveil land? Oof. That seems bad. Green Suns for 1. Okay. Okay. Iggy. Huh. Okay, so my guess is Wasteland here. Play Guide of Souls. So I establish pressure and disrupt them, which I think is all I want to be doing in this matchup. Next turn I can just double kill spell, which is nice. Okay, so it's weird because I want red mana, but I also want to be able to double spell. With my white 1-drops. So, and I want to play around Wasteland because if they Wasteland me, I'm like super cooked. So I think I just have to grab a basic Plains with this Arid Mesa unless I draw another land, I guess. What you got? I mean, if he goes think, land drop. Oh, okay. Bossing Say. Okay. That's a good one. I think I have to Swords the Springheart or Static Prison the Springheart Nantuko probably. All right, what on earth are you thinking about? You got a 1-drop? I wonder what their deck is playing black for. And then I'll hold up Swords, I think. So I'll put the Springheart Nantuko, I think. And then I can swing with the Ocelot Pride and the Guide of Souls, I think. Or I can swing out, actually. And then I will fly my Ocelot Pride. They could trade an insect for a cat, but I don't think that's very good for them, yeah. I will just hold up Swords here, I think. I wonder what's in their hand. Their draw has been kind of clunky with the Bossing Say and the no basics and the... I wonder why they are playing this card. It seems so terrible. But okay. You have all the utility land in the world and you pick Bossing Say. I mean, yeah, it makes dudes every turn, I guess. I don't know how the control decks in this format beat that, but the control decks in this format suck. Okay, that's fine. I'm probably going to Swords in response to this. That's all I got. Christopher. Okay, so they're gonna blow up my cat. Okay. Okay, so I can send 2 at Grist. What? What would punish me from sending just 2 of these at Grist? So I can attack you here, send 1 at Grist, 1 at Grist. So these 2 are at Grist, this is at you. Okay. Christopher down, ideally. Alright, Christopher down indeed. They didn't want to chump my God of Souls to prevent 1 damage. I mean, honestly, a 2/2 land on this board isn't that bad with Bossing Say. Okay. What do I want off the top here? Lazatep Quarry? That'd be nice. 5 mana. What's 5 mana in their deck? So the only black card I've seen out of this deck is Grist. Oh, and white of the Reliquary. Alright, opponent, just play your card, man. Come on. Come on. Either you have it or you don't. Come on, just stop slow rolling me, please. 5 mana. Green Suns for 4. Okay, what you got? Ice Till. Okay. Seems good. It's getting swords. Maybe I Static Prison that one? I don't know. It's going somewhere. In exile somehow. So they have 1 card in hand. They play Dryad Arbor. They don't want to mill. Okay, Natural Order milled. Let's go. Alright, so I get to tickle them for 4. They predictably do no blocks. Do they have another Green Sun Zenith? Five, 6, 7 mana. Alpha Deathclaw. Holy Aura. Okay. That's chill. Thalia for 4. So now I have to pay the energy, and then I get to play Guide of Souls and swing with this and get 4 energy back, and then we can start getting energy instead of having to just like spend it all on this. Okay, this probably means that they don't have Craterhoof Behemoth, if I had to guess. Four mana. What you got? Do you have the natural order off the top after you milled the other one? No. That is still pretty good, though. That was a good draw for them, though. So I get to double fly with the... My best draw here is Ocelot Pride by a mile. Okay. So our last card isn't very good. They are just top decking. We have 2 cards in hand. I mean, drawing a land wouldn't be that bad either. Just being able to double spell is pretty good, I think. They whittle me down to 24. Alright. Amped Raptor. That was a sad, sad draw. Ugh. So stack these on the bottom, this on top. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't know what that was about. So now a land really is our best draw. Oh yeah, I guess they can't block these for free either. Well, this chud is just dead if we untap, so... You have 1 draw step to win the game? Alright, opponent. Draw the Craterhoof. I believe in you. And then I get to clip farm. I get to, like, fake a crash out. Like, oh, he always has it. It's like, this is Magic the Gathering, bro. It's never, ever that serious, but... Alright, opponent. So it's not a Craterhoof, because he would have just... I mean, every second that passes increases the odds that it's not a Craterhoof. Um, okay. The Earthbend Underground Mortuary. 1, 2. What a top deck. Can they even mill into anything here? Nice wooded foothills, bro. Okay, they mill a Gaia's Cradle. Hooray! Alright, so we went 4-1. 80% win rate with the deck. It seems good. I want to see how many points we have. But yeah, there's the deck. Thalia tested a lot better than I thought it would. Let's open the Magic Player Rewards Pack. What do we get? Holy hop to it, bud. Alright. Yeah, well, I really like the deck. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.